the skipper of Virtus Bologna with this first possession. That's a beautiful knockdown there by Jules Tubelis, a rookie who's really grown into this first EuroLeague season. Francisco drives into Paola. They're fast starters this season. A little nudge there from Brasdeikis. Back to Francisco, lovely move, beautiful move, sends it back. Savidis will have another go for three, and that does drop. It's what he needs. For Žalgiris, lost his footing, but keeps possession here, Francisco, with some help from Brasdeikis. Nice feed inside. Here is Wright. There you go. Moses Wright, who's shooting very efficiently this season. Pressured by Vildoza, keeps possession. Morgan will pick him up. Savidis again. That'll go, and it was nothing but nylon, and Savidis has not hit more than 2 triples all season long in a game. It's a good bit of defense there from Yallo, who's back on the floor as well, and then it's stripped off in there by Francisco. Beautiful work for Francisco. He finds Savidis. Savidis banks it in, and Žalgiris in transition are tearing Dusko Ivan. Žalgiris and Savidis lead. No fuss. It's Sylvain Francisco. Scuffed its way in. Scuffed its way in. Francisco sends it to Wright. I don't think Wright was expecting that, but he still picked it up. Said, thank you very much, I can deal with that. Francisco. Lovely move, beautiful move. Oh, just blew by Saliuniang, who didn't do much wrong. Savidis, beautiful. He's been a difference maker. Not only with his offense, but a very scrappy defensive effort from him. Francisco trying to get away from him, and does. Lovely move there from Francisco. Wasn't an awful lot Brandon Taylor could do about that. With Francisco directing the traffic here. Dishing out the goodies. Oh, Savidis gets a look. Savidis strings another one. Savidis takes him to 11 points. So there's always a chance Francisco will leave one hanging. He is 2 for 3 tonight. Nothing wrong with that one. Lukavicius keeps it, gets Francisco. Paola's immediately on him. Lukavicius sends it back to Francisco, who takes it on and strings a beauty. A pressure reliever. Sylvain Francisco at the 4th time of asking as well. That really does lift some of the pressure they needed. Diouf on Wright. Diouf overheats it. Tubelis collects the rebound. Lovely pass. Wright banks it in off the Francisco dish. First off the Francisco for 3, then his 7th assist of the night to Moses Wright, who will knock down his 6th field goal. Nice second chance here for Žalgiris. Wright will collect that himself. Francisco will get past Brandon Taylor and float it beautifully. 15-point, 7-assist game. It's that opportunity. Wright moves to 14 points. Off that beautiful assist. Every player, Lars Edwards still requesting clarification, I think is the official line. Francisco with no pressure on. Francisco not automatic. He's been much better tonight from the stripe. 5 out of 7. Doesn't want to be picking up a technical. Francisco, hot shots, in and down. 20-point game, Sylvain Francisco. I would think Sylvain Francisco will be an overwhelming candidate. Moses Wright will have his supporters as well. Beautiful pass that was. Jules Tubelis flying through that has stood firm, and there's so much offense has been coming from Francisco, including that. Super. A lovely feed, Ulanovas. Well, Edgaras Ulanovas with his first triple of the night, and he won't get many more open looks than that. Won't go has been the story of the game for Virtus Bologna. Shot 5 of 20 from downtown, and there's another big one The highlight reel stuff coming now in the final minute for Žalgiris. Has been the architect of it. What a pass. And DOUBLE says, thanks, Sylvain. Has been the architect of it. What a pass. Well, it's back-to-back big wins as he looks for 3 more. Oh, come on. Come on.
It's actually Glyn Watson got his touch on the first one, but they don't turn it into points. And then Sylvain Francisco goes straight down Main Street and says, that's how you do it. Still plenty of time on the clock here. Servidis may take this himself. No, he won't. He will hang it high for the lawman. Servidis collects. Francisco brings it away. Quick tempo to this one. Servidis, the sharpshooter, pings one. Beautifully done, Davidas Servidis. Francisco looks to drive through. Drawn a crowd. Will get it back to Bellis. That's never going to go. And that's a very important touch from Butkevicius. Servidis takes the reverse. The one-time Borg man gives Asvel a 2-point lead here. Francisco will sling that over to Butkevicius. Butkevicius drains a 3 this season. 34 for 34. Francisco, it's opened up nicely for him. Just blew by Bodian Massa. Good to see Massa's back on the floor and okay. Francisco. Butkevicius, Celius did close the door there on Massa, but instead they've left a huge lane for Sylvain Francisco just to glide through unchallenged. Francisco. Nice feed. Barutis can't pull the trigger though, can he now? No, he'll draw the foul at Jensa. Here goes Watson bursting through. Nothing doing though. DOUBLE collects the rebound. Lovely burst there. And that's easy, too easy. Francisco will help himself to another assist. 15 points the lead. Servidis and Francisco combining, and then the alley-oop from Francisco to Laurinus Barutis. Barutis with the rejection. The alley-oop at the other end earlier for the lawman. With the clock ticking. Francisco, thank you very much. There's a whistle as well. And Sylvain Francisco is turning up the heat here. That happens if you're on the opposing bench. You better call yourself a timeout, because you've got to find something to slow him down. Celius couldn't. That happens if you're on the opposing bench. You better call yourself a... It's his first appearance at the line tonight. Žalgiris 14 of 17 so far, and Francisco makes that one look easy. And it's a treat so far for all these Žalgiris fans as Francisco looks for more and gets more. A first triple of the night. Larvis is available. Francisco might fancy this himself. Can't get it. Nguama was there. It ends up with DOUBLE. There is no call. Francisco will take it and drain it. Sylvain Francisco running riot. Foul. But Francisco, who didn't even take a 3 in the first half.